Okay, gentlemen, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name's John.
I'm Josh.
And we are the Passing Zone.
Now talk to me a little bit about the Passing Zone. You guys did a tremendous show here tonight in McPherson.
Well, thank you. We had a blast here tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. Good audience.
Gorgeous theater, and we just had a blast. We were throwing stuff all over the place, dangerous things,
fire,
silly things. Nobody got hurt. Right? That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
I like the fact that as soon as with the fire, as soon as the fire hit the stage, you cut the act pretty quick.
Like, okay,
it's like, hey, you know your history. There's been 2 fires on this stage.
And especially when the stage
building
is sloped toward the audience. It's not going to be much time before that
hang out there.
For them to hang out there. Now, this show is not what people expect when they hear the word juggling. Explain that to me.
That's true. You know, I'm not exactly sure what everybody does expect. Maybe they're thinking of clowns or street performing.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, but we're always amazed how people walk out and they just think, "Wow, that was more of a comedy show than a juggling show."
I think that's people are usually surprised that it has as much comedy in the jokes and the banter.
They think we're just gonna be standing on the stage just juggling a lot.
Which
doesn't sound that.
Juggle,
that's not going to be an hour and a half right there. So yeah, it's important that we keep them laughing.
Now, you guys say that this, and we talked about this on the radio. You say this is a show for all ages, but it really is a cool show for all ages. It's not. Yeah, which is a fairly rare thing, you know, because so often a show for all ages means it's a kids show.
Right, which it's definitely not a kids show, but it's a show for everyone.
Yeah, most of our audiences, most people in the audiences are adults, and yet if you bring the kids or you bring the grandparents, they're all gonna enjoy it equally, which is pretty fun.
Now you guys you did some movie stuff. You were in the Aristocrats and Addams Family, I understand.
That was, we were in both of those way back in, the first Addams Family movie.
What were you guys brought in to do?
We doubled as Gomez and Uncle Fester for the mamushka scene, juggling the daggers when Gomez and Fester were doing that. So
that's cool.
That was exciting.
So I understand you had to teach them when they did the close-ups how to catch things. How hard is that to teach a non-juggling person juggling?
It depends on how much juggling. You know, so for them, they had something like where one of them would hold their hands out, and we'd throw the dagger so it landed pretty perfectly in their hand, and they just had to sort of stand there and grab it. So then when you see the close-up, you can see their face and their hand, and they're really catching it on some of those. Yeah. So that it took a little practice and some drops, but we didn't have to actually teach them how to throw and catch much.
That's cool. Now talk to me about the time with the Aristocrats, that movie.
That was a fun one too. That was Penn, who directed that movie. Penn and Teller is a good friend of ours, as is Paul Provenza. And so we had heard about the movie, and we had been talking with them, and they said, "Hey, you want to be in it?" And we said, "We'd love to be." So we just shot a little piece for that.
Now, you guys also have 18 gold medals from the International Jugglers Association. How do you win 18 gold medals, and what the hell were they? Is there divisions? Well, I know nothing about
whole international juggling championships.
Yep. So they have different divisions, from teams to individuals to who can juggle how many to there's even a juggling championship where you juggle and run. It's like a track meet. Yeah. Juggling. So you can win medals in a few goofy different events, but we did win the gold medal in the team's championship. So that's
cool.
One we're very proud of. Yeah.
Now with this show, what is the hardest thing for you guys to learn to sync up? Because there's certain things that you guys can juggle like crazy, but being able to sync the trick up.
It's what do you think? I mean, definitely the chainsaw thing at the end has taken a lot of work.
It takes a lot of time to get that to where it's at.
Not only is it hard to do, but it's also hard to practice because the chainsaw is just heavy, and you can only really do it for a few minutes before you have to say, all right.
You can't spend hours doing that. You can do it.
Yeah. Other things you can practice for hours and hours and get really comfortable with, but the chainsaw, after 10 minutes, you're kind of exhausted. And you go, well, let's do more tomorrow, I guess.
I think the ukulele.
The ukulele.
That's pretty hard.
That one, that's took a long, long time to learn that song. Yeah.
Now you guys performed overseas. I understand for we were talking about on the radio for the Prince Charles.
Prince Charles, yes, in London. That was an exciting event for the
How do you
Royal.
get that call? Someone just call you up? The someone in Britain just call you up and say, "Hey."
Craigslist.
Yeah.
It was before, I think it was before Craigslist. I think in fact that one they saw us on the Tonight Show, and we're putting together a show, and they said, "Hey, we've seen you guys, heard of you guys," and so invited us for that.
Speaking of the Tonight Show, would Jay Leno with his chin make a good juggler because you guys had to balance things on your chin and things like that?
He probably could. He could balance huge things on his cars. Balance cars on his chin. Balance the whole stage on his chin. Yep. I think
maybe not this
you're onto
stage.
something. Yeah.
Now, your biggest accomplishment pretty much is America's Got Talent, correct?
That was sort of the more recent one that a lot of people saw on television. Yeah.
Now, take me through that. You guys were told in the very beginning by David Hasselhoff that he wasn't a fan of juggling.
So no, hate jugglers, don't like jugglers, and
kind of knew that.
So we figured our chances were pretty slim going in, but we managed to change his mind, and then he confessed that he actually decided he liked jugglers and liked us, and then we put him in the middle of the thing, where we throw the knives and put the helmet and all that. Yeah, we got to do that with Hasselhoff. Yeah. He sort of became a juggler right there. So from that point on, he can't diss jugglers anymore. He is one.
Yeah. Now, how do we find you guys on the internet?
PassingZone.com is
and we
the
can
website.
do Facebook and Twitter and all those things.
Facebook, and definitely we're all over YouTube, so if you search the Passing Zone on YouTube, there's a lot of good stuff there too.
That's cool. Well, thanks for doing this, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Any final words before we let you go?
Final words? Well, I think we finally
follow your dreams.
Oh yeah, follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
And don't let gravity bring you down.
That's right.
You like that? That could be like a T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Bumper sticker.
That's a long bumper sticker.
That's it.
Thank you, Joe.